Well, that some of my life was a one-way train line to you. It was just you, me and the bees. That was the whole city. In 2012 I invented dancing pixels, every one would not stop during the world's end, or since, as I was the bees. How should I know their names, huge coloured flowers? In this game you start with a broken heart, scroll to open. Entering zigzag mode, feel the cool pink flower you can't touch fly right by, the suspense of its welcome, its sentence stigma, file as gold regrets, kiss thee. Privately, non-simultaneously in this marketed as open world, what you do for animation, the rent, nearly everything. As a technician in the birdsong nature sounds relaxation bundle, your job is to smooth the loop. This is your mod access to the full script of the world. You get credit, that's good. If only online, beautiful big baby doesn't interact, user, proprioceptor, access, script, void. Makes you real or void. Diurnal submissions, really in the nature. Then you could say, remember the old skin. You could say, pause with tiny negative blades, weren't nerves flowers? Sewing a heart, surely nerves was sex, and ticklish flowers sources could stimulate. Then came like the original, ribbed hard like a beautiful screwed canter oak ground robe. Sky eagles feel these altered times. It's not that bad. You'd only hate it here. Mark this to storage in your ace of hearts nostalgia for the real nostalgia, the old curatorial meaning of it all, eat the sound. Prepare a playlist for the eventual playlist in the sky. The old lady's nearly blind, but her neighbour gets her shopping. The neighbour's not so well herself, needs an operation. The 100 other people who live on that road, I don't know about them, and the bags the neighbour struggles with, the grey substrate, arch for what? All she brings in the supermarket does not know about them. Difficult to grip, for she is Pan, the old women in the sky, who sunk SSHM story, stricken it was, banged, turned over, boys falling from the deck, killed for the oil, the water, all that shining oil, nonchalant can. Oh, friar, their submariners bought it too, shining grain, beautiful too, straggled down with their skull filled up with petrol. You go deep into love and leave the freezing sea, gird everywhere struck, crop machine sailors, hair in emulsion. Before, Japan was seen all over the earth in different forms, scanned over the bodies of the people who stopped to look. Now there's only fringe trees, an antecedent lineage, gnome tree specimens of a country able to remember a vast hanging on. The office, electric syrinx, phylogenic and hollow, but think of Japan before, the many types of olive trees that sounded chased way across the Aegean. You're all talk. What did I do? Owned up Japan with tunnels. That's what hours of work. Under the skin of the westernizing body, the heating body, my new tunnels transporting marble to the north, potassium to the south, all to deny your gaze. Lost in an abstract of communication and supply, I couldn't respond to you. All the birds make sense. There the tunnels next, then the trees. Japan's an old woman with old cords in her hands. As she bends them slowly, they clearly hurt her. All the effort she makes to grip hard money, made items at the centre of money, species in her vaults. I watch her swipe. Such unpleasant thoughts of her face go to her. Herd money, slips in apparency. Look at the picture narrative, the line of her cash. In senescence, she picks up the coin. Japan. The old man, the perfect knight, the depravity of hallucination, bleeds into the old woman body, Japan. But you will not see their statues now, or their coin in common at the bottom of your charged glass. Her charged glass has shaded age in defence. For what? The noblesse of burning repeated motif. Old man, a son of a moment in time, sing your songs at the joints of communication. Kobe, Osaka, water, people on the early commuter train, and begins to hunt for the sleepy employees, serene like Mars face who needed water, the empty vessels of the body, not phantom sleep, not sleep where's your dreams, virtual Buddha, the train water saturated off the fascinated state, the real, the solitude of the subway, real, see this train, it is us in 1,000 years. The samurai in the river of grass, 2 swords ready, fen fires rage around him, cream-coloured, purple shadows, smoke of his regalia, cigarette fires drop by the dry strata society in their abdomen, but there's no water in the canal to fight their fires, only his large and small pumping arms of Edo will fall. Look what's left of his complex buds protruding from the girdle into the blackness. Oh, rice! Perhaps the most beautiful woman in the world, she knows her Edo in the repeating climate, at the heart of the catastrophe, the imperial court, that cabine of the races. She is of them, but never moved on. Barred from a promotion, she walks, following the manner of the woman in front. Extraordinary, accumulative, executive, Chinese, she works for the house. Never entering the castle cricket player, pull-up stunts like a Japanese might. They don't play this. Time to change. Hitting the ball to be hit is so limiting. A cage. New cultures to emerge from the organisation of the old team force sense to the scorebook. Notes on a field which don't know them, lost in sequence. Time is fast. Throws the game, the new cricketer saw the next poem card. It is a young woman, dear child, medic, an art of penance, perhaps. Go ask the poet, stop to name everything in long time, in history, narrative, the path before labs that meant not a thing, long shadowed and rhyming, horrors, beauties after an Adam's city, a room, who will the pathology forget, or see place God's death, body's wrong formulation in a sinning chord, on a floor, on the light of a folk art, away with the fit.